The revolution is upon us. This is Get It on Vinyl.
We're in Spokane, Washington, outside of Resurrection Records.
Mike, the owner, is inside, and he has a really cool perspective as both a record store owner and a label owner.
Let's go check it out.
It's a record store, record label, started in 2009. Put out bands mostly in the US and Canada, some put out band in Indonesia, stuff like that. Yeah, just distribute stuff all over the world, I guess. I feel like it's a way to just interact with people and find new music and stuff, and not just like find something on the internet, you know, and being able to like talk to someone and hear of their preferences and stuff, and feel like you can, you know, just find things you don't find online and for cheaper, stuff like that, you know. I think it just brings more like a community thing to the community. For me, it's like mostly younger people, like I'd say like early 20s and like younger, like even kids, I don't know, 15 or something, come in with their parents and they, you know, shop with records together and pick out stuff together. Yeah, just start off small and work your way up. And, you know, you don't need to have like a 2,000 square feet store when you first start, you know. You can start off small, which is what I did with my last store. It was 150 square feet. And now I'm in this space that's, I think, 1,000 or 900, so something like that. I feel bad taking a lot of records for myself from the store, so I usually just let them, you know, go. I mainly just like to collect new records now, new bands. Those are the most records that I take, are just like new bands that I think I like, and don't focus on too much about like collectability of getting like that first press of like, you know, some like $500 record. I mean, I've sold a lot of my stuff. Like a couple of times I've sold some stuff to record stores, you know, if I needed money, but I haven't just, I didn't like start the store with my inventory or stuff. I know a lot of people have done that, but a lot of stuff is like really important to me, you know, my records, so I don't want to get rid of them. I put out just all kinds of music, I think. I mean, a lot of like garage, like rock and punk and metal, psych, just hardcore, a couple of kind of like electronic bands. It's pretty much like a lot of people just email me and ask me to put out their stuff, and I do it, or, you know, I know someone in a band or something and they email me or call me or something, and that's how I find most of them. Just sort of like all comes together, I guess. I don't know, I have the problem with people, I think every record store has this, with people like coming in and like, just new records can be so expensive, you know? And I know they cost a lot to make, but I feel like the amount of money they charge for a lot of them is like, you know, like exponentially more than what it costs them to make. And even like my distributors that I talk to say that like record labels, like major labels, sell things online cheaper than they sell them wholesale to like customers, and like they're competing with people they're selling their wholesale items to, you know. And a lot of people come in, and I know like they're on their phone here, but they don't like have to be researching records, but I know when people are like, you know, looking stuff up on Amazon and they see it for like $3 cheaper, and it's like the, you know, just stuff online can be so cheap and people just sell it so cheap, and it's like, why would you want to come here, you know? Sometimes with people, I know people like don't have a lot of money and stuff, and it's really tough. I don't know what the solution would be to that, you know.
Just generally getting the wholesale cost down a little bit. And
yeah, I don't know. And there's like a new record for like $50, and it's online for 20 or 30. It's like a no-brainer, you know. What are you gonna do? You can buy 2 records for the same price. But a lot of people just come usually like for that day and only for that day, you know, like the only one time a year they come out. But I think it's helped. I mean, if it wasn't there, you know, I wouldn't be making that money that day and selling all that stuff. And there's some cool releases that come out, you know. A lot of it, I feel like some of it is just like repackaged stuff that's the same thing that they sell for more money, that say Record Store Day and people get hyped on it, you know, when it's no different. But I'm not against it. You know, it seems like when I had my old store, like in 2012, I, like Fleetwood Mac Rumors, I couldn't sell it for $1. And now it's like a $20 record. And, you know, like some records I couldn't even like give away. People would just like buy them, you know, for way more money. And I don't know how long it's gonna last for, you know, but I don't know if it's just going to totally drop off and no one's ever going to want to collect records again, and I'm going to be stuck with like all these records, you know. But you know, I hope it keeps going. Definitely. I think it will definitely remain. You know, as people now come and they're like, they make vinyl again, you know, and it's like they've always made records. They never stopped. It just like the popularity went down. So people didn't see it as much and they didn't make as much, you know. But there's always those collectors that will always want to buy, you know, records, I think. Even though it might, you know, not be like in the mainstream people that want to just buy records anymore. But I think at some point it'll drop off, you know. It's so hard to like maybe a year ago, I was just calling record stores just trying to get them to buy my stuff, and it's so difficult, you know. Most of them don't even want to talk to you. I understand you don't want to talk to someone on the phone and there's customers here and someone's trying to sell you something, you know. Or just emailing is the same way, you know, no one really gets back to you and it's tough. But I found out that whenever I travel, I just bring records with me, and people, if you just have that face-to-face, you know, with record stores, they usually buy them more often than not, I feel like. But it's really difficult. Having the label in the store really helps, I think, because I can sell my own releases in the store. But like before I had the store, it was really hard. You know, I ended up with like hundreds of records I couldn't sell that I really liked, that I hoped, you know, people would too. But it's just hard to get rid of them, you know, move them all. It's just been getting so much better for me recently, so I feel like, you know, I can do so much more than I ever could. Just make things so much better and cooler, you know.
Hey guys, we just got done at Resurrection Records, and Mike has a really cool approach combining both the store and the label together.
Next time you're in Spokane, Washington, make sure to check them out.
We won't get in your way of customers or anything.
Hey guys.
That's what
No.
editing's for. If we're in your way, let us know. We can move.
It's okay.
Well,
Yeah. How's it going, guys?
Hey, I know you look famous or something. Look at this.
I'm so famous.